Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to talk about the Vision January magazine. And to be honest, this is not my notes, it is of a teacher, Mr. Nilesh sir, who has compiled this notes. And I'm using this because I am finding it quite relevant and convenient to grasp the whole thing in January Vision magazine. So let's just start. First segment is polity. In polity, we have some topics like tribunal system in India. So the only news is that tribunal system cannot force the government to frame any new policy. Okay, and as we know that tribunals are inserted in our constitution under 42nd Amendment Act, which is also called as mini constitution, which was done in year 1976. In this, two articles were added, 323A and 323B, in which 323A is for administrative purposes like civil servants, like other administrative issues, while 323B can be conducted or can be created for general purposes. Okay, like electricity, taxation, land reforms, etc. Now also we know that there is a financial crunch in Panchayati Raj institution in every state. So there is an issue, age-old issue, since the Panchayati Raj institutions are formed in our country. We are facing the issue of financing these institutions because sometimes we do not have much resources, and sometimes there is a bureaucratic or political disenchantment towards the PRIs, because power is a thing which needs to be conserved, as we all know. But because state government are so reluctant to provide taxation powers, provide economic powers to Panchayati Raj system, hence there is an issue of financing of PRIs. So Article 243H speaks about panchayats can finance themselves by seeking authorization from state government in form of grants in aid. Okay. Also in 243I we have provisions of State Finance Commission, which recommends devolution of finances to panchayats and also to improve their financial positions. In 280 clause 3 clause B, the Finance Commission at Union can also recommend resources towards the panchayat. Some numbers regarding panchayat system: there is 2.62 lakh PRIs in India and 2.55 lakh gram panchayats. Also, we have Gram Panchayat Development Plan, which is an annual exercise done by Ministry of Panchayati Raj. Now we have Street Vendors Protection of Livelihood and Regulation of Street Vending Act 2014. But there is a scheme which is now gaining so much importance, or gaining the thoughts, or gaining the special attention from the normal people, which is PM Swanidhi. It is mentioned in our budget 2024 also. It should be in our remembrance so that we could be easily taking the right options in our examination. So there is a concept of dual citizenship also in Visions magazine this year, that many countries are offering dual citizenship to their people, especially USA, Finland, Pakistan, Israel. These countries are offering dual citizenship to the people in their country, but India has chosen to give only single citizenship like Britain does. Now we have Legal Services Committee, Supreme Court Legal Services Committee. Statutory, it is a statutory body formed under NALSA 1987, that is National Legal Services Authority Act 1987, in which CJI, that is Chief Justice of India, is patron in chief, and members are nine, which are nominated by CJI, and also chairman must be a sitting judge of Supreme Court. Next we have Bilkis Bano case, in which Supreme Court has annulled or quashed the order of the High Court of Gujarat of remission, which was given to the convicts in Bilkis Bano case. Remission is a term which is a kind of pardon, but here it must be mentioned that this pardon was not because of President's power under Article 72, but it was under the state's prison manual. And revision stands for reducing the period of sentence without affecting the nature of sentence. Similar power is given to governor under Article 161. Next we have MP Lads e-Sakshi app. We know that MP Lads was introduced in 1993, and in this there is a non-lapsable fund which is given to all the MPs. It is a central sector scheme that is completely funded by central government. It is supervised by MOSPI, that is Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. And in this we have a special provision for SCs in which 15% of fund should go for SCs upliftment, and 7.5% of fund should go to STs. In this case, district authorities must inspect at least 10% of work which are under implementation under MPLADS scheme. So here we end the politics section. Now I would be talking about the international relations of January magazine. So recently we must have read that there happened a NAM summit in Kampala, Uganda. And here the first important thing which we need to remember is that 121st member is Sudan. It respects UN Charter. The other functions are sovereignty, equality and territorial integrity of all states should be respected. Peaceful resolution of international conflicts as per UN Charter is an important thing under this summit. And also respect for self-defense rights under UN Charter is also respected. Non-interference in international matter of other states is a principle which is uplifted here. And also promotion of multilateralism and cooperation through dialogue is a key principle on which this summit relies. About NAM, how it got into the form in which it is right now. In Afro-Asian Summit 1955 in Bandung, Indonesia, the vision of this summit was visualized, and then countries like Egypt, Ghana, India, Indonesia and Yugoslavia, which is now broken into many small countries, took part, and first conference was held in Serbia, Belgrade, in 1961. The important thing, or the important or mesmerizing thing about this summit, is that this summit does not have any sort of founding treaty, or nor does it have the permanent secretariat, which we generally find in case of UNFCCC, GEF, and all other things. This is a unique feature about this. This summit was formed in response to the Cold War, which was going on in 1990s among the two superpowers of that time, which was USA and USSR, which is now broken into Russia. Cold War was not a severe war, or it was more of an ideological war in which the capitalist society was fighting against the socialist principle which was driving the Russian or the Soviets society, in which ultimately USA won and became a superpower in just a couple of years post the disintegration of Russia, or USSR to be very apt, in 1991. Okay, next we have Indo-Nepal relations. Indo-Nepal relations. We always say that we have a very gelling or very cordial relation with Nepal. We have free borders. We have cultural exchanges. Even our Lord Rama married with Princess Sita of Janakpuri. So there are different sort of cooperation in India Nepal, which include the ISRO has launched Munal satellite of Nepal on PSLV. We are also supporting Nepal in 1000 megawatt of electricity, and also cooperation in renewable energy development programs. Nepal is a country which has so much of integration with India in different international forums like BIMSTEC, like NAM, like International Solar Alliance. And also the Nepal and India friendship is found, or it is, though it is an age-old friendship with humongous cultural exchange, but still, as we generally denote a name, then we have a Indo-Nepal Treaty of Peace and Friendship of 1950, under which Nepal has started a diplomatic relation with India. Now we have cooperation in defense, in which Gorkha regiment allows Nepalis to be a part of Indian army, and we have but still we have a border dispute in case of Limpiadhura incident. Also, we are helping Nepal in different hydropower projects like West Sati, Saptakosi, Mahakali, Upper Karnali, Arun 3, and Phuket Karnali hydroelectric project. Now we have India-Russia relations. Russia is a country which has proven itself as a very cordial friend of our country. It is a major supplier, one of the major supplier of defense program and equipments. We have BrahMos, which is carrying the technology which is supplied from Russia, in which Brahm represent Brahmaputra and Mos represent Moskva River in Russia. So we have tri-services exercise, which is Indra exercises, which we generally do with Russia. We are also benefited from the Kudankulam nuclear power plant agreement 1988, in which Russia helped us in creating the Kudankulam nuclear power plant or establishing it. Also, Russia is a country which is of very much importance because it supports our bid to permanency in UN Security Council, which is currently dominated by the country, which I would say that you must remember, by Roofchi. Russia, US, UK, France and China. These are the permanent 5 members of UNSC, in which Russia is also supporting that we should be a part of it. We as Indians should be a part of it. Also, Russia and India is helping Bangladesh for our civil nuclear program, in which we would be creating a civil nuclear stations for electricity generation and other things in Bangladesh. Global Cooperation Barometer is a new thing which we should be remembering, that in Global Cooperation Barometer, it is developed by World Economic Forum and McKinsey Group. Broadly among 5 dimensions, that is trade, technology, climate, health and security, by mnemonic T²CHS. World Economic Forum was established in 1971 as a not-for-profit foundation in Geneva, Switzerland. The aim is that this forum engages the foremost practical, political, buzz, cultural and other leaders of society to shape global, regional and industry agendas. Major reports which generally comes under the World Economic Forum ambits is Global Cooperation Barometer, which is discussed just a bit ago. Then Future of Growth Report. Then Future of Global FinTech. Global Risk Report, etc. Angola is a country which has withdrawn itself from OPEC, that is oil producing economic countries. It is headquartered in Vienna, Austria. OPEC was established at Baghdad Conference. Baghdad in Iran in 1960 by countries like Iran, Iraq, Saudi, Kuwait, Venezuela. Other members include Algeria, Equatorial Guinea, and then Gabon, then Libya, then Nigeria, Republic of Congo and UAE. This group, that is OPEC, is a intergovernmental group which almost consists of 80% of total crude of the world. And OPEC plus includes 10 plus other countries. Now we have to learn about the UN Statistical Commission. UN Statistical Commission. India just started 4-year term as a member. It was established in 1946 as highest body of global stats. 24 member countries are there, and UN ECOSOC, Economic and Socio-Economic Convention, regulates it. Also, Iran's retaliation is in news, in which Kerman province there was an attack and Iran has retaliated well and just kicked out those ill social elements. Hanley Passport Index came just a while ago. Hanley Passport Index came, in which India has got 80th rank in list of most powerful passports. France, Germany, Italy, Spain and Japan and Singapore are sharing number 1 spot in the Henley Passport Index. Now we have economy. National Multidimensional Poverty Index is talked about, in which we generally focus about 12 indicators among health, education and living standards. We include some more indicators like bank account and living, clean cooking fuel, etc. UPI was established in 2016 by NPCI, in which banks are a promoter. NPCI also launched many instruments like Aadhaar Enabled Payment System, NACH, National Automated Clearing House, National Financial Switch, Bharat Pay, Bheem UPI, Bharat Interface for Money, and many other scientific technologies used were NFC, that is near field communication, and also pre-sanctioned credit lines from UPI. Now we have the problem of NPA. NPA is such kind of loan which is not paying its interest, and 90 such days has passed since it has not paid its interest. In that case, a government generally or the RBI generally asks banks to give some or to do provisioning according to the risk weighted assets, which is generally given by RBI, and banks generally do provisioning of loans, and that much capital is kept against those loans, and gradually when it becomes NPA or it becomes loss assets, the bank generally create a provisioning amount equal to that, and they generally write off those loans from their account book. But that does not mean that they have just foregone their rights to collect those loans back. Okay. Now we are talking about the government securities, in which RBI has permitted the lending and borrowing of G6 by issuing direction called RBI Direction 2023, And GSEC lending refers to the lending of eligible government securities for fee by owner, that is lender, to a borrower, collateral of other GSECs for a specified period. This means that RBI has enabled all the financial intermediaries to lend GSECs to different people who are in need of that, and in this only government securities can be lent, but not the treasury bills. State government guarantees. State government guarantees are a new thing in which the state has taken the guarantee of loan taker or the loan borrower if he fails to pay or return the money to lender in a specified time period. Now we are also talking about the petroleum exploration and production, in which petroleum basin in India is highly concentrated around the western Ghats and northeastern states. Onshore field is in Gujarat, that is Jamnagar, and offshore field is Bombay High near Baseen. And also in northeastern states we have Assam, in which the oldest oil dig is there, which is in Digboi, which supplies almost all the parts of eastern India, including Bihar and UP. India is a third largest energy and oil consumer in the world. Third largest energy and oil consumer in the world. And 33% of oil and gas in India, India's primary energy is that related with petroleum. 85% of oil is imported and 48.2% of gas is imported in India. We have some policies including NELP, New Exploration and Licensing Policy. It was introduced in 1990s. And then we have HELP, that is introduced in 2016. Hydrocarbon Exploration and Licensing Policy 2016, in which a single license was given for all the types of hydrocarbons that was being extracted from the Indian sovereign land. And the Indian government also shifted itself from profit sharing contract to revenue sharing contract model. Reduced royalty rates and round the year bidding was started under HELP. Now we have unconventional petroleum resources, including coal bed methane and coal seam gas, in which it is highly composed of methane, that is CH4, around 80 to 90%, and also traces of ethane, propane, N2, CO2. These things are also found in coal bed methane. We have shale, that is oil gas, in form of gas or oil that remained unexpelled and unmigrated and trapped within the pore or spaces of the rocks. We have to do coal fracturing to extract these resources. Gas hydrates is a new term in which the ice-like solids in which water molecules trap gas molecules in deep sea sediments is a new term for us. Now let's talk about the food processing industry. India is first in dairy production, second in horticulture. Food processed export have grown by 150% in near future, and also we have got average annual growth rate of 8.3% in last 5 years, 22.6% contribution in agri-food exports in 2021-2022. So this marks an important sector in Indian economy. Now we have PM Gram Sadak Yojana. %100% centrally sponsored scheme implemented by Ministry of Rural Development. Funding pattern is 60-40 in states and 90:10 in UTs. India is now fourth largest stock exchange. Like we have our stock exchange which is fourth largest in the world now. First position is held by USA, then China, then Japan, now India. We have just surpassed Hong Kong. Now public Indian companies can be directly listed on gift exchange, that is gift IFSC, that is International Financial Services Center. Now Aadhaar based payment is mandatory for Manrega. Manrega was introduced in 2006, 2nd February. Center has created or established 16th Finance Commission with Finance Commission Chairman in the name of Arvind Pangadia, who was previously Vice Chairman of Niti Aayog. Mentioned in 280 in our constitution. It recommends vertical devolution and also horizontal devolution. Vertical devolution is for divisible pool of taxes, which generally center has, and horizontal devolution includes the formula given by the Finance Commission, in which the N.K. Singh Committee of 15th Finance Commission recommended that 41% of fund should be devolved to the states under horizontal devolution. So here also union territories does not come under Finance Commission. This is an important thing which we should remember. Now 41% of devolution was there, but the criteria was iPad, forest, tax, I for income, P for population, A for and forest and taxation. Now we have direct tax to GDP ratio. Which has increased to 15-year high. Tax buoyancy has also declined. What is tax buoyancy? Tax buoyancy is the increase in tax revenue in response to growth in GDP. Another phenomenon is there, that is reverse flip, in which overseas startups are shifting domicile to India and enlisting here on stock exchange. Another important term is momentum investing. Purchase such assets that are constantly rising and sell those assets that are constantly declining. Now we also have Indian iron ore market in our magazine. Found in three major areas. Iron ore is found in three major areas in India. One is Mayurbhanj Kendrajhar area, then Chhattisgarh, Durg, Bailadila and Chandrapur range. Now we have Bellary, Chitradurg, Tumkuru, Chikmagaluru area, now Ratnagiri and Goa. India ranks 4th in case of iron produce. Bharatmala, which comes under the MORTS, that is Ministry of Road, Transport and Highway. It is an umbrella scheme for the highway sector. Has been extended by 6 years. It helps in improving connectivity in Northeast, improves efficiency of existing corridors through development of multi-logistical parks, and also helps the authority, that is NHAI, to create new roads and using the satellite mapping of corridors and tech-based automated traffic surveys. RBI always releases the domestically and systematically important banks list. In this, SBI, Bank of Baroda and ICICI Bank has been named as DSIBs. RBI has also asked to create payment infra developmental fund. It encourages deployment of point of sale devices and terminals in especially tier 3 to tier 6 states of Northeast, UTs and Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. It is also extended to the street vendors, that is under PM Swanisthi scheme. Now we have National Transit Pass System. National Transit Pass System, NTPS, given by or started by Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change to facilitate seamless transit of timber, bamboo and other minor forest produce within the country. Recently, Prime Minister Modi also inaugurated Atal Setu in Mumbai, which connects Sewri in Mumbai to Nahava Seva in Raigad, between Mumbai and Navi Mumbai. It is 21.8 km long. Now we are talking about standardization in India. Standards are mainly developed by India in BIS under BIS Act 2016. We have always heard about the BIS hallmark wala Sona and other things. It comes under Ministry of Consumer Affairs, MOCA. Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs has approved Urea Gold. Now in Urea Gold we have sulfur coated urea, non-organic, slow release fertilizer it is, that causes gradual release of nitrogen in soil. It is under the government's scheme of environmental friendly fertilizers. Now we have Protection of Plant Varieties and Farmers' Right Act. Protection of Plant Varieties and Farmers' Rights Act. In which Delhi High Court has permitted PepsiCo to claim potato variety FL 2027 for its potato chips. Under World Trade Organization's TRIPS agreement, it is obligatory for a member to provide protection to new plant varieties. So in this case, India enacted PPVFR Act, that is Protection of Plant Variety and Farmers' Rights Act. In this, there are some farmers' rights, there are some researchers' rights, and then there are some breeders' rights also. Now we have new scheme called as PM Janman, which is doing rounds these days. It is focusing on overall expansion of services and overall upliftment of the tribal communities of India, especially the PVTCs, which are 75 in number, and mainly they are in Deccan and northeastern parts. Odisha has maximum number of PVTCs. Ministry of Tribal Affairs is the nodal authority, and 11 critical interventions is proposed to be done in this scheme under 9 ministries. Electrification of 1 lakh PVTZ households is in focus, and also solar power scheme is in line. Now we have World Economic Forum's IGA, inclusive access to advanced AI program. It is AI Governance Alliance, calls for inclusive access to AI, aims to accelerate the development of ethical guidelines and governance framework for generative AI, and can produce various types of content. Generative AI can produce various types of content, including text, imagery, audio, synthetic data, etc. And this IGA is a game changer in this case, that is inclusive access towards advanced AI, formulated by World Economic Forum. ILO Conventions for Protection of Migrant Workers is a new thing. This is having two main conventions. First is Migration for Employment Convention. Migration for Employment Convention and Migrant Worker Convention, 1975 and 1949. India has not ratified both of it. India has now target to gasify 100 million tons of coal by 2030 under coal gasification scheme. Now we have Gini coefficient, Lorentz curve. This is Lorentz curve. Perfect equality line. This is Lorentz curve. This is A, this is B. This is normalized income. This is rank of income. Gini index is A plus, B, where 0 represents equality, that is perfect equality, and 1 represents perfect inequality. Anything above 0.40 is considered bad. Let's talk about the project Tiger. It has just completed 50 years in 2023. Started in 1973. It is a centrally sponsored scheme. Implementation is done by NTCA, established in 2005. statutory status under Wildlife Protection Act 1972. Tiger is endangered right now under IUCN category. Project Tiger and Elephant are merged now. Recent tiger reserves are Virangana Durgavati Tiger Reserve and Dhodpur Karauli Tiger Reserve. Fifth cycle of All India Tiger estimation just happened, in which we got 3167 tigers. MP has the max, followed by Karnataka. Corbett, that is Jim Corbett, has 260 tigers. Then Bandipur has 150 tigers. Water management in India is a state subject. Swachh Sarvekshan Awards 2023. Indore MP once again clinched the top position. Cleanest state in India for 7th time in a row, conducted by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Followed by Surat, Gujarat. Indian Meteorological Department has completed its 158th anniversary. Established in 1875 under Ministry of Earth Sciences. Some recent initiative launched by IMD are initiatives. National Framework for Climate Services, premised on global concept of forest and climate change by World Meteorological Organization. Now we have Panchayat, Mausam Seva portal. Also we have IMD's mobile app Mausam. Prithvi scheme under Ministry of Earth Sciences aims to enhance and sustain research efforts in ocean, atmospheric and polar sciences. Ocean, atmospheric and polar sciences. Report on trade policy tools for climate action by WTO. It comprises of 10 indicators that government could consider as a part of their strategy to promote sustainability and support. Now we have Megalosaurus. 2024 marks 200th year then first scientific naming of dinosaur Megalosaurus happened, that is the great lizard. It was carnivorous animal and fossil was found in Oxfordshire, England, UK. We also need to talk about the latitudinal diversity gradient. That is, LDG refers to the pattern of having lots of species at the equator, with diversity reducing towards the pole. Mycorrhizal fungi from mutually beneficial relationship with majority of plant roots globally help in production of more and more yield. Arbuscular fungi. Arbuscular fungi is abundant at equator. And ectomycorrhizal fungi common at higher altitude help different plants. Now we have Green Fuel Alliance, GFAI. Denmark has announced with India, that is Green Fuel Alliance, signed in 2020 to promote sustainable energy growth in India by encouraging collaboration among businesses, government entities, research institutions, and from both countries. India have similar arrangements with different countries like USA, Saudi, Australia, Brazil, etc. Now our National Clean Air Program (NCAP) has completed 5 years recently. It was initiated in 2019 in the backdrop of rising air pollution, applied in 131 non-attainment cities. And non-attainment cities are defined as those cities which do not comply with NAAQS standards of India, that is National Ambient Air Quality Standards of India by CPCB, that is Central Pollution Control Board. The target is that we have to achieve reduction of 40% of particulate matter by 2026. Now we have Global Risk Report. Global Risk Report published by World Economic Forum. Top 5 risks are misinformation, disinformation, that is infectious diseases, illicit economic activities, inequalities, and labor shortages are 5 top risks identified by World Economic Forum. That is misinformation, disinformation, infectious diseases, illicit economic activities, inequality, and labor shortage. We have green ocean heat content, that is global ocean heat content. It is the heat trapped and stored by oceans, because water has more heat capacity than air. So water can store more heat. Hence the global ocean heat content is rising or tripled since 1980s. Conjoined silver line. Conjoined silver line is butterfly species found in Karnataka. Himalayan wolf. IUCN assessment happened in India and Nepal, found there only. And It is larger than Indian and European wolves. It is vulnerable at present under IUCN status. Tibetan brown bear. Sighting first ever Tibetan blue bear. It is omnivore, found in Sikkim recently. Distinctive V shape, white chest mark in alpine meadows, steppe, found in Nepal, Bhutan, and the Tibetan plateau. Kumki elephants. Trained captive elephants excel in trapping, rescuing, and tranquilizing wild elephants. Their strategic employment aims to mitigate the damage or to crops and man-human conflict, man or animal conflict. Tamil Nadu used this Kumki elephant to protect their crops, and Odisha has requested also for the same type of measures by roping in Tamil Nadu experts. Jharkhand has opened vulture restaurants in which non-toxic and poison-free meats are being provided to vultures. There was an issue of diclofenac drug that affected them badly. It was banned in 2006. Ketoprofen and aceclofenac is also banned in 2023. India has white rumped, slender billed Indian vulture and red headed vulture. All are critically endangered. 4 out of total 9 species found in India. Gambusia affinis has become an invasive mosquito fish species in India. Kuril Island has faced several bursts of earthquakes these days. It is between the Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula and Hokkaido Island of Japan. It separates Sea of Okhotsk from Pacific. Wellington Island is an island which is largest artificial island. Wellington Island is largest artificial island of Kerala, near Kochi. There are 2 types of corals, deep sea corals and shallow water corals. These are white in color, brown and green in color. Zooxanthellae, photosynthetic algae. Rely on droppings from surface. Kuno National Park, Kuno River, Vindhyan Hills, forest, dry deciduous forest. Namibian cheetahs are introduced here, but unfortunately they are dying because of the imbalance of the living conditions between the African and Indian conditions. Other faunas which are found in Kuno are spotted deer, chausingha, nilgai, blackbuck, leopard, dhole, etc. Now we would be talking about the social issues. Alliance for Global Good Gender Equity, initiated by World Economic Forum. It aims to bring together the global best practices, foster knowledge sharing, and attract investment in key areas such as women's health, education, and enterprise. Prerna Program, initiated by the Ministry of Education. An experimental learning program to empower participants and to foster leadership qualities. A week-long residential program in which curriculum made by IIT Gandhinagar is being used to infuse the leadership qualities among the people. Now we are talking about denotified and nomadic tribes. These are notified under the directions of a commission known as Edate commissions. These were notified as criminals by Britishers under Criminals Act 1871. They were forcibly alienated from their traditional occupations and habitations, though other subsequent legislature also persecuted them for their forest living activities. The act was repealed later on by Indian government in 1952, and they were declared DNTs as nomadic and semi-nomadic tribes. Let's talk about some of the things which is given under science and tech. First is X-ray polarimeter satellite. ISRO has recently launched XPOSat with PSLV 58. Light waves that travel in a single plane are known as polarized light waves. Studying and measuring polarization of X-ray is called X-ray polarimetry, and India has become only second country who has launched an XPOSat in this space. NASA's Imaging X-ray Polarimeter Explorer was launched in 2021. Now we are going to talk about the International Space Station, which India is also trying to install its first space exploration center in 2031. By 2031. Now we have Goldilocks zone, which recognizes the habitable zone around a star in which life can exist. Now we have National Quantum Mission from 2023 to 2031, in which we need to become self-sufficient in quantum technology. And other aims include to seed, nurture and scale up the scientific and industrial R&D and create a vibrant and innovative ecosystem in quantum technology. Quantum tech is a novel technology that exploits the principle of quantum mechanics. Okay. Two main principles: quantum entanglement and quantum superposition. Quantum entanglement is a physical phenomenon where two quantum species share a special correlation such that measuring one system instantly determines the state of other, even if they are separated by vast distance. And superposition refers to a fundamental property of quantum system where a particular particle exists in multiple states simultaneously instead of just one definite state. Okay, now we have fourth industrial revolution treaty signed by Telangana with World Economic Forum. Now, in fourth industrial revolution, Telangana has signed an agreement with World Economic Forum for setting up a center for IR in Hyderabad. Fourth industrial revolution means the digital transformation of the manufacturing industry by new technologies such as AI, that is artificial intelligence, additive manufacturing, augmented reality, virtual reality, and Internet of Things. Concept of a smart factories is also roped in. So, if we track the whole timeline or chronology of industrial revolution, we would be starting with the first industrial revolution, which marked the mechanization, steam power, and other things. And then we have second industrial revolution, which encompasses mass production, assembly line, and electricity use. Now, in third industrial revolution, we have computer and automation technologies, and in fourth revolution, we have cyber physical systems. Now, we would be talking about the lithium. It is doing rounds and rounds in international and diplomatic relations. India and Argentina has signed lithium exploration agreements in which India would be helping to explore and mine lithium in Argentina. It is a joint Kabul and Cayman, two institutions are made. Kabul is a joint venture established with NALCO, Hindustan Copper Limited, and Mineral Exploration and Consultancy Limited in 2019. And Cayman is a state-owned mining and energy corporation of Argentina. India and Australia also has started the partnership in critical minerals. Lithium is also called as white gold, used in batteries. Some ores of lithium are spodumene, petalite, lepidolite. Does not occur as metal, found in igneous rocks mainly. Amblygonite is also an ore of lithium. Most of the lithium is currently produced in Argentina, Bolivia, Chile, Australia, and USA. This Argentina, Bolivia, and Chile is lithium triangle of the world. Now, critical and strategic minerals in India is identified under MMDR Act 2023. Currently, India meets the lithium demand through 100% import from China and Hong Kong. In India, we have Mandya in Karnataka, Salal in J&K, and Revant Hills in Rajasthan, where lithium is present, but it is not economically extractable right now. Now we have to talk about the graphene. Graphene is one of the strongest material found on Earth these days. It is hexagonal lattice, one atom thick layer of carbon. It is 2D, not 3D. This should be remembered. It is impermeable, perfectly transparent, absorbs only 24% of light, even transparent than glass and plastic. It is highly flexible. It has got large surface area. Application: it is now hailed as wonder material of 21st century. It has got biocompatibility and it is also chemically highly stable. Now we have got ADAS system in vehicles these days. ADAS is a set of electronic system which are integrated into vehicles to enhance driver safety, vehicle performance, and convenience. Equipment used is radar, lidar, camera, ultrasonic time, infrared, GPS, etc. Induction charging, aka wireless charging. Method of charging in which electromagnetic fields are generated and transferred using coils without the need of physical connection. Antimicrobial resistance is a phenomenon in which microbes are becoming resistant towards the antibiotics presently administered. So we have fixed dose contribution or combination drugs these days, through which we can combat the antimicrobial resistance. A square kilometer array observatory, SCOW. Square kilometer array observatory. Union Cabinet approves 1250 crore for India's participation in it. SCOW is an intergovernmental organization dedicated to radio astronomy, headed by UK. Key objective is to detect gravity waves. India joined it in 2012 as associate member. NSIL is New Space India Limited, incorporated in 2019 as commercial arm of ISRO. It is CPSE, Central Public Sector Enterprises, under Department of Space. Mandate is owning satellite, providing launch services, satellite building, and technological transfer to Indian industry. Kilo Nova explosion. A team of researchers have just found that an explosion happened in which a bright blast of electromagnetic radiation happened when two neutron stars and a stellar mass and black hole collided. Neutron star is formed when a star has more mass. Neutron star forms when a star has more mass than 1.5 times of Sun. That is Chandra limit. Chameleon Trojan. It is a Trojan which incorporates itself in legitimate Android app to avoid detection and then enters into the system and runs the code in background and affect the whole system. Havisior is a new vaccine for hepatitis C. Hepatitis is an inflammation of liver that is caused by a variety of infectious viruses and non-infectious agents. 5 types A, B, C, D, E, in which we have no vaccine for hepatitis C. I'm really sorry, this is hepatitis A vaccine. We do not have any vaccine for hepatitis C right now. Now, WHO's report on prevalence of tobacco use. India is world's second biggest tobacco producer after China. WHO M-Power program is for tobacco. Steel slag rod technology is that in case of slag is generated from a steel furnace burning in the form of molten flux material as an impurity. Steel slag is a non-metallic glassy material consisting of calcium, magnesium, manganese and aluminum silicates and oxides in various combinations. During road construction, steel slag is processed to remove impurities and metal content. These processed steel slag aggregates exhibit superior mechanical properties compared to the natural aggregators. Benefits is that it is cost efficient, it has greater durability, it has abundant availability. India is world's second largest steel producer. So we have also so much of a steel slag. It is also environment friendly as it reduces GHG emissions. BRO has constructed a steel slag road in Arunachal Pradesh. Now we are going to talk about the cultural news which are covered in first of all, succession is a topic in which there are two laws, Mitakshar laws or Mitakshar tradition or Daya Bhag tradition, Reformist and Orthodox. Right of son by birth in ancestral properties. Right entitled only after death of father. One cannot transfer to third party, but one can transfer his shares as they are definite. Found in Bengal, found in other parts and northeast. Sapinda marriages. Two persons are said to be in Sapinda of each other if one is lineal ascendant of other within the limits of Sapinda relationship. They have a common linear ascendant who is within the limits of Sapinda relationship. Sapinda relationship with a person exists if, in case of women, 3 generations. In any of these 3 generations, if a person is related to that person, that man is called to be Sapinda. Or in case of male, if in last 5 generation any of a person is related to the lady, is called to be in the ambit of Sapinda. Now we have GI tags of Khawri Guda, Dhenkanal Magil, Lainja Sora painting of Odisha, Dongriya Konda shawl of Odisha, Simlipal Kai chutney, Nayagar Kantemudi brinjal, Koraput kala jeera rice, then Arunachal's handmade carpets, Vanchu wooden craft, Adi kekir, that is ginger, West Bengal Tangail sari, Garad sari, Konal sari, Colonia rice, Sundarban honey, J&K Ramban anardana, Gujarat Kachhi Karela. Sri Veerbhadra Temple or Lepakshi Temple, built in 16th century during Vijayanagar Empire in Andhra. Trikuta style. Three lords: Veerbhadra, Papnaseshwara, Raghunath. Fresco painting. Monolithic Nandi is there. Guru Vayur Temple, Dwarka of South. Satyagraha was launched from Guru Vayur Temple only. In this, Guru Vayur is Krishna, Lord Krishna. Under K. Kelappal, that is Kerala Gandhi, in 1931 to 32, Satyagraha was launched under him only from Guru Vayur Temple. It led to Travancore Temple entry proclamation in 1936. Temple is also known for Elephant Festival. Kerala, Sri Kalaram Temple on bank of Godavari. Nasik, Maharashtra. Built in 1782 by Sardar Rangarao Odhikar, it is supposed to stand on the spot where Lord Rama lived during his exile. Derive its name from black statue of Lord Ram. Temple is also a site of landmark agitation by Baba Saheb Ambedkar, demanding temple entry right for Dalit more than 80 years ago. Sri Ranganath Swami Temple, also known as Thiruvaranga Tirupati, dedicated to Ranganath, reclining form of Lord Vishnu, made in Dravidian style, situated on island of Srirangam, bounded by Kaveri and Kolidam, tributary of Kaveri rivers in Tamil Nadu. Vadnagar, Gujarat. IIT Kharagpur has study discovered evidence of human settlement in Vadnagar, Gujarat, dating back to 800 BC. Aligns with the later Vedic period, pre-Buddhist Mahajanpad or oligarchic republic era. Historical sites in Vadnagar is Hatkeshwar Temple, Sharmistha Lake, etc. Now we have Varli tribe. They have established their coexistence with leopards in Sanjay Gandhi National Park, Madhya Pradesh. Waghoba is the name given to leopard. Amongst largest tribe of Maharashtra region, Maharashtra MP region. Bru tribe. We have Bru tribe of Mizoram. We have Madhika language found in Karnataka region, blend of Tulu, Kannada, Malayalam and Telugu. West Bengal notified State Day on Poila Baishakh and state song Bandar Mati Banglar Jal. Statue of Social Justice. 206-foot bronze statue of Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar, and currently Statue of Equality is in Hyderabad with Ramanuja. Statue of Belief is in Rajasthan, Lord Shiva. Statue of Unity is in Gujarat, Kevadia of Sardar Patel. Now we are on the last page, on the last leg. Schemes and news. Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana. Ministry of Finance is a nodal agency, launched in 2015. Aim to provide a small investment for girl child. Facilitate payment of education and marriage expenses. Once the girl is 18 years, she can make an early withdrawal up to 50% for higher education. Now we have Pradhan Mantri Adarsh Gram Yojana, Ministry of Tribal Affairs, period 2021 to 26. Preparation of village development plans, maximizing the coverage of a scheme, center and state schemes to ST population, improving infrastructure for those ST people, coverage all states and UTs, and also the notified ST population, centrally sponsored scheme. Now we have some personalities in news. Rani Velu Nachiyar of Tamil Nadu, first queen to have actively opposed British rule, in collaboration of Hyder Ali and Gopala Naikar. Bharatendu Harishchandra, 1850 to 1885, promoted Hindi languages, father of Khadi Boli. Swami Shraddhananda Swami. He embraced Arya Samaj, participated in Anti-Rowlatt Act, Ras Bihari Bose, active member of Yugantar, revolutionary, involved in Delhi conspiracy case, left India, founded India Independence League 1942 in Tokyo, played role in Ghadar movement, in formation of Azad Hind Fauj. So this ends our January magazine of Vision using the Nilesh sir's notes. And now in next video I would be talking about the December magazine. Thank you.